sure you know of the name Bill Apter.
Oh, yeah.
Apter.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of my dearest, closest friends, and he's regarded as one of the best wrestling reporters ever. He's one of my best friends. We worked together at my first job before I left for Ring Magazine. And Bill was the one who introduced me to all about professional wrestling. And I mean, when I was commissioner, I left so many stories in my book because I could write a second book about this, about Andre the Giant and some of the stuff I've seen backstage. In fact, Andre the Giant one time was supposed to wrestle at the Nassau Coliseum, which is very close to my home on Long Island. And it turned out that right before his match, we got a report. This is about 1993, something like that. We got a report back from the doctor that Andre the Giant was having a mild heart attack. So I went to the Nassau Coliseum that night, and he was supposed to wrestle Jake the Snake Roberts. And I informed Vince McMahon that there would be no show that night, that Andre the Giant was suffering a heart attack, which he had only taken the day before the EKG. Now, there's no such thing as, there's a mild heart attack, but it's a heart attack.
And when you're 500 pounds, even a mild heart attack is a pretty big heart attack.
Well, he eventually died from all of that. And it was not long after that he died from it. So this is where the Athletic Commission's strength came in. Had I not been there regulating it, the WWE would have put him in the ring against Jake Roberts. Now, again, yes, it was contrived and everything and scripted. But the fact is, he probably would have lifted Jake up, run around the ring a little bit, flopped on him, and gotten his heart rate up. He could have died right there in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But we stopped it, and it was a packed arena. It was about 18,000 people at the Nassau Coliseum. So Vince said, what do you want me to do? I've got 18,000. I got to sell out here. What do you want me to do? I said, Vince, you guys should have thought of that. So he begged me to let it go on. I said, no, I'm not letting it go on. But how about this? For 15 or 20 minutes, why don't we do something like this? And that's when I wrote my own script. I said, have Jake continually pull the snake out. And every time he pulls the snake out, Andre refuses to get into the ring. I run after Andre. I tell him to get back up there. As he heads to the ring, Jake pulls the snake out again. And we'll entertain the crowd for 20 minutes. And at that point, Andre will then walk away, but he is not to put a foot on the steps. And this went on for 20 minutes with me chasing Andre the Giant. And every time I'm yelling at him, all of a sudden, then I tell him, go. As he starts walking to the ring, I turn around, and I'm looking at the crowd, like gesturing to the crowd, making like, I'm not looking at Jake. Then he pulls the snake out, and then as I turn around, Jake looks at me and goes, I didn't do anything. Finally, Andre walks away after 20 minutes, and everybody had their show, but not a wrestling show.
Right.
That's how we got around that one. And it wasn't long after that Andre died of a massive heart attack.